What's up, buddies? Today we're gonna talk about can guys and girls be best friend? It's like can you have an opposite best friend? And if your future partner they have a opposite sex best friend, how would you react to it and how would you deal with it? So bear with me today. I have a really cute zebra cup today with my coffee, and if you have a drink in your hand, let's yum with jam. So today we have a really special guest here, all the way from Philippines. It's kind of far, but kind of near. But yeah, so she is a really pretty girl. Beautiful, active, gorgeous girl.
Oh,
And yeah, let us welcome Olibeth Dasco.
yeah. Wow, what's with the full name? Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, because I have to introduce you in the full name, right? Even though I call you
Okay.
Oli, but
That's
yeah,
okay. It's okay.
but still, just so that anyone notice my background actually is dark now. So I I
Yeah.
recorded my I recorded my intro at afternoon because because our shooting should
Oh.
be in afternoon. Okay,
Hey.
but
Okay,
yeah,
my fault.
no. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I'm an understandable guy. Okay, so it's your work.
I know. So
Yeah,
good.
you work so late, and yeah,
I
it's
know.
understandable. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So to benefit the audience today, or the listeners of listening our podcast here, why not you
hmm
just briefly? I mean, you can introduce yourself in a details
I don't
way
know
so that
how
you
do you
can
do
sell
that?
yourself.
Guys, you can call me Ollie. I'm Sabis. I mean, I'm Jam's friend. Oh my god, this is so weird. I'm Jam's friend, and I don't know what to say anymore.
Okay, no
For
worries.
real.
Yeah, like so she lives in
Yeah.
Philippines. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Philippines.
She's 2x years old because she never revealed her age. But
Wow. Let's
yeah,
not talk about that here.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I will pass it to you to share to the audience that like how we met each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
I will pass it to you to share it.
Okay. I guess it was around. Oh my God. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I guess it was around October or November or December.
I
Around
don't I
October
don't
or
I don't even
December.
remember, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember too bad. We met through Counter Strike, the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on short desk for sure, I guess. 'Cause-
I guess
Yeah,
no.
big man.
I
I
guess
guess
we met in Wingman. Yeah.
yeah, big man. And then he invited me again, and I'm bored, so I
Oh,
joined.
I'm shy.
Oh, really? And then
I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
we hit it up. We became really good friends, and yeah, like we've been talking for like how many months now, and we're really good friends.
It
Yeah.
is it's almost a year. Oh, I can't
Yeah,
believe
almost
it.
a
It's almost a
year. I
year.
know.
Holy
And we
shit.
still talk like it's our first time meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have been away from game for so long.
I know. And it's good that we still catch up even without playing.
So actually, if you guys didn't know, actually, Early works. She works night shift.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even though in Malaysia, in Philippines, there's no time zone different, but yeah, our time zone is like really different. Like
Yeah,
she's
it's
in the
really
state,
same. Yeah.
she's working in the
Oh
state,
yeah.
but actually she really, I mean, like the working hour actually she's work for the states there. So we often do. Last time when she was not working, we always play in the midnight.
Yeah, it's like really a routine, a basic routine for me. Remember
It's
when we used to talk like until 6 a.m. and then we're still talking but our eyes are already closed?
That's
That's
ridiculous. I remember
yeah,
that
good old days.
that's the time we talk latest is around 7 in the morning.
Oh, I think I remember that.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like we even play after
Yeah,
the
I
afternoon or
know.
evening. That's fucking
It,
crazy.
oh yeah, it's like we're just gonna wake up and then good morning, let's play. Yeah,
Oh my
same
god, good
routine.
old times, Ollie. Good
Good
old
old
times.
times, good old
Good old
times.
times. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's been a while since we play, but we still catch up. And yeah,
Yeah.
and today you know why I'm wearing this shirt because I'm kind of really jealous that you have a trip. It make me so jealous that you're able to
What?
travel because in,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you make me so jealous because in Malaysia we have been locked down for so fucking long, and
I
we
heard.
couldn't even yeah, we before that we can't even dine in restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me feel so bad. But
I
yeah,
know.
it's a nice trip for you, right?
Is it still worse the pandemic in there? Is it still worse or
I would say it getting worse, but our
oh it's
vaccinated
still
rate is
getting
kind of
worse?
fast.
Oh,
So
that's
if I'm not,
great. That's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, our adult populations for fully vaccinated is around 78%.
Oh,
So it's
that's
kind
a
of
lot.
working.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How about in
compared to
Philippines?
other countries. I'm not really sure about the percentage, but people are actually like willing to go get one, and I think that's a good thing.
Do you guys have lockdown recently?
Lockdown, honestly, we're still on lockdown, but there's like different kind of levels, like in which city you are. For my city, we call it MECU, like modified, enhanced, quarantine something, and it's
Okay,
kind of
okay.
strict, yeah. But it's fine, we
So
can
it.
still go out.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Oh, in
I'm
Malaysia, you
so
still
jealous.
can't? You
I
still can't
mean,
go out?
okay, we can, but
Okay.
we have a kind of strict law towards it. Like when,
Mm.
so we have four phase in our new national, I don't know what phase. So
Mm-hmm.
you have four phase. We are in the second phase now, the city that I'm living in, and we can only dine with two-person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a
I think
table.
that's fair. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair, I
in the table,
guess.
there's only two-person, and there's social distancing things, and we can't even cross the street. I mean,
Oh.
we can in this phase two can, but during the phase one, we couldn't
Mm-hmm.
even cross the street. You know, like
For real?
yeah, for real. Like we have even, oh, that's so fucking ridiculous. Like we have 10 km restrictions.
Oh, for real. Wow.
Yeah, so
But I kind of heard that from my other Malaysian friends.
yeah,
Yeah, and they
it's
hate
so
it.
bad. We hate it, but no choice because the
Yeah,
case is
no
getting worse
choice.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired of this pandemic. Like, I really hope it will be gone soon. Like, after 5 years, that's acceptable because I know this will really last
After
longer.
5 years, wow,
Yeah, I mean
PMA,
that's
my girl.
acceptable. Yeah, I mean just being realistic.
Being a PMA
For
girl, you
real.
know.
Yeah, and better than 10 years. So 5 years. That's
Yeah,
the goal.
it will eventually become just a flu, you know. So,
Oh yeah.
to bring back to the topic here, yeah, let me
I'm
mention again.
scared.
Let me mention
Yeah.
again. So, if you guys don't know, actually, Oli is quite popular and
No,
famous, I
what
would
the
say.
fuck? No, who said
No, I
that? Oh my god,
mean
sorry for
because you
cursing.
are, because you are a girl gamer, and actually you had a lot. Okay, let just admit this.
No,
Just admit this. I
no.
mean, there's a lot of guy invites you, and
Okay.
they really wanted to play with you. So I'm here to
Really?
just wondering, like, I don't really know why we can click it. I'm really wondering. I'm
But
really really wondering.
again, you're wondering why? What?
I'm wondering like why you will accept my invite and we were just rolling
Oh
until now.
yeah. Okay, you know what? That's because like, um, I have a lot of friends, yeah, especially on Steam. And when it comes to gaming, sometimes they would invite me at the same time. So I have no choice. I can say no to this person, I can say no to this guy, I can say no to this friend of mine. So you know what I'm gonna do? You know it. I'm gonna like turn invisible or offline. So that I'm not gonna play with anyone, just myself, so that I won't hurt them. That's the goal. So yeah, the time when you invited me, I'm just like, I still want to play with other, not random people, because random people are rude sometimes. So, and then you were good, you were fine, so I accepted it, and then, yeah, we were good. Then after that, we just keep on playing.
Yeah,
I
but back then
will admit it,
we were really
we're
toxic
still.
though.
I know, like when there's a guy who's just gonna, oh, you're noob. I think you're more toxic than me, to be honest. I'm just really hot headed. Come on, admit it.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
Oli, I'm not here to deny it. I admit it. Back then I was
yeah.
really toxic.
Yeah, but that's
And
fun. They deserve it.
so yeah, they
So
just
yeah,
being
they deserve
yeah.
it.
So like we are talking about like we click so well, and we in the terms like we really become really close because we really contact each other quite close, I would say, and quite frequent. And yeah, today to bring back today's topic, actually I was like, okay, what is your opinion on um what is your opinion on opposite sex best friend?
I see. I think it's really okay and it would really work, but it still depends because some people have their other significant one, and
Yeah.
when it comes to that, there should be a limit with your girl or boy best friend. That's what I think.
Yes. You know, I for myself, I don't know whether I might double standard or what. I don't even care now. So I I able to draw a line with my best friend if I have a significant one. I have more girlfriends than boyfriends. I don't know why. So yeah, so I'm kind of more close towards girls. So I have girl best friends. So she know who it is. She know who she is, but I'm not sure whether she's listening this. But so we have been talking for, let me count. We have been talking for like 7 years, almost. We have known each other for 7 years, and she is a really good one for me. And you, it's the relationship. Is beyond the level. That's impossible to become couple. You know that feeling, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like she I able to draw this line, and she was really my good friend and my best friend at the moment. So, as you mentioned that if you have a significant one, right? So, what if your significant one has a opposite sex best friend? How would you react to it?
I think that
You
would
gotta be
really
honest.
depends. Yeah, Karoba, right? What do you call this? We talked about it earlier because I kind of figured something out about his girl best friend, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I told him that I'm uncomfortable and everything because I I'm not gonna say the reason, but yeah. And then you know what he did? He like compromised to me that okay, I'm gonna like ignore her for now so that you'll be comfortable. But I told him that I don't want to be that person who will stop you from being friends with them. But he told me that he doesn't care because it's between the two of us. Like they don't matter anymore if it yeah, just the two of us.
Oh,
So
so
it
sweet.
really stop it. Anyway, so yeah, that really depends. Really depends. Yeah.
Speaking of that, right? So if your significant one is like compromising you, I would say,
Hmm.
because of course there's a lot of couples doing this, right? No matter you are
Yeah.
guy or girl. So I'm not here to I don't want to go things to extent or details. So I actually believe that, I believe that there's a pure friendships there. But some things happens. I would not like to mention here. Okay.
Okay.
I guess you
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I know.
So I kind of doubt
Yeah.
myself with the thought, like, actually, did I really accept it? If am I really double standard because I'm okay with myself?
Like if you're gonna have a best friend and you have other significant one, you have to draw a line. Like you can still be best friend, but your best friend and you yourself should know that you guys are not each other's priority anymore. Like the first priority should be your relationship with your other one, not with your best friend. And if she or he is your best friend, he would understand that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of
Like
that,
be
is
like
this is
this.
real. So before that, one of my ex has told me that
Yeah.
one of my ex has told me that she was not really like about my best friend. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And she's kind of suspect, like, but at the point of time she already has a boyfriend. Okay. She already has a
Oh.
boyfriend,
Yeah.
and she doesn't like our interaction, and she doesn't like we meeting each other or even testing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So even like greeting tags, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, she don't like that.
she literally don't like that. And it turns out I didn't happen anything between me and my best friend. Okay,
Yeah, I know.
but I'm okay with um
With
her
her.
best friend. Okay,
Yeah.
even though I shows a lot of, I mean, I dislike the friends, but
Hmm.
eventually I still compromise it, but I just hate it. But if she really want to go, then just go. But it just something turns out I was like, oh, am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like doubting myself in the thought, like, is there really pure friendship between guys and girls?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I have a lot of guy friends. I am friends with you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I believe, I believe. That's the
Yeah,
things
that's
like
true.
me myself, I
It,
believe. Yeah, and I don't know whether am I. That's why I'm saying maybe I'm double standard because
yeah.
I believe in myself, but maybe I don't believe in my future partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true, That could happen like a pure friendship between a guy and a girl. It's just that I don't want to be hypocrite, It's just that sometimes we as a human just really, gets jealous, gets uncomfortable, and that's the hardest part of having a like other gender friend, because you don't want to lose them, but you don't want to lose your partner too in the process. So, you're confused, you don't know what to do. So sometimes people like befriend them together, but they don't usually work, right? Especially if
Yeah,
they're the same genders. So yeah, I think that's the like reality. It's unfair for the both
yeah.
of
So
them.
I agree. I agree with that because yeah, we are human, right?
Yeah, yeah, we just can't help but get jealous sometimes. But yeah, we're mature. Sometimes we're immature, but it's really hard, and so it really depends too.
You still have to learn. Like it's a process.
Hmm.
Like during in
Yeah.
a relationship, or you're dealing with different kind of relationship. It's a learning process. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, like what if your partner go one on one with the best friend?
What do you mean one on one? That's so
Like
weird to hear.
okay, one on one, like maybe having meals. Okay,
Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. That's okay.
like just meals, right?
Yeah, it's just meals, but it shouldn't be a dinner date, a dinner night in a fancy hotel. No, you can't. They can't. I'm gonna kill
What
them.
fancy hotel that doesn't even make sense
Yeah,
at all.
I know. Hey, some people do that, and some girls are stupid to believe. Oh, it's okay. That's true. Um,
Yeah, I will
yeah, I
just
mean,
admit
we're
that.
not perfect, but you didn't cheat. That's okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying.
wouldn't. What
Oh,
if?
sorry. Yeah.
No worries. What if your best friends you have known that he or she for a longer years
Mm-hmm.
than your significant one? So how would you balance the friendship here? Okay, I have to mention that your best friend is your opposite sex. Okay, I have to mention
Okay.
that.
Okay.
How would you handle it?
Um. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna introduce my best friend to the guy that I'm dating,
Okay.
and then yeah, and I'll make sure that both of them will understand that I don't want to lose both of them. I want them to be like really friends. If not close, then at least they should like genuinely accept each other. And then yeah, I'll give my partner an assurance that I won't cheat on him with this guy. He's just a friend. He's my best friend. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, I think it's about like assurance. It's about giving your significant other an assurance that you're not gonna lose each other.
That's good point.
Yeah.
But I have heard some of them as like, so if one of the person they
Hmm.
introduce their partner about the best friend,
Hmm.
so which means just like what you mentioned, you don't have to worry about the best friend because we are just friend and pure friendship. But
Hmm.
there's some things happens when the another partner they feel assurance is so, I mean, there's nothing to worry about. But
Yeah.
there's something's happens.
Mm-hmm.
So these things happens always. Like when the people that I we most not worry about, I would say we're most not worry about the guy. Actually, it always
The ones
happens
who,
on something like
yeah,
cheating.
that's true.
Yeah. So do you think actually at this point of time, assurance is really important?
Of course, but assurance is not just all about words. It's not just all about, oh, I'm not gonna cheat on you. That's not it. It's all about like acting on it, you know?
Yeah.
Like yeah, and of course your other significant should have a common sense too, like if he's thinking that something's happening between us, he should talk to me about it, you know? Like no one's gonna God's not gonna tell, oh, both of them are cheating on you. So you have to act on it too. Like you have to work on it too. All of you should work on it too. You know, not just all assurance is not just all about words, really.
Well, I really agree that like it's an act of love, I would say,
Hmm.
and assurance is more about like how, I guess the main component in assurance will be trust.
Yeah.
So if you lost trust towards your partners, actually it always affects some things. It might be big, it might be small, but your relationship gonna be affected, I would say.
Hmm.
And trust is really important, like especially if you have a really really good opposite sex best friend.
Yeah.
The trust is really important there, and it really acts an important role. Oh my god, I've mentioned important so many times, but yeah, trust is
Yeah.
really important at
But
the point of
and
time
you know
or at
what?
the situations.
An example of assurance in act, I'm gonna give like Carlbus what he did for me. Like he knows that I'm uncomfortable with these girls, so at first I didn't say that, but you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He took he had have the initiative to do it on his own. Like he removed them, all of them, without me telling it first. Like I don't want her anymore. You should remove her from your friends, from your Instagram, from your Facebook. I didn't told him that, he acted on it on his own. And I think that's a really good assurance. And people, would love that to do that, initiative. Yeah. Oh, I remember the nights that you're like really, you're mad, you're raging. Oh,
I'm fucking sad at the point of time.
yeah.
Recently I saw a quote which is like time not necessarily define your relationship with one another. So what do
Mhm.
you think about it?
Um, I'm not gonna explain it like through flowery words, but I guess I'm just gonna make an example.
Yeah.
So from that quote, I'm gonna relate it to what happened to me. You know, so my ex, we've been together for like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, it was great. I'm not gonna talk shit about him, but it was great. But yeah, it just really won't work, and it's not really perfect. But we lasted for 4 years, again 4 years, and then this guy came, and we've known each other for like less than a year. But you know what? Like all of the things that I hoped for from my from my ex, you know, he gave me that. This present guy gave me that. Like these feelings, he gave me this, even though it's just still less than a year. So I guess for me, that's what it means that a guy or a person can make you feel something that the guy you've known for 10 years didn't give you.
Yeah. I guess I'm 100% relate to it, like, so I've been my ex for like almost 2 years, and at the end we just broke up, and I guess most of the things is like, okay, I love her a lot at the point of time. I love her a lot, but is the love isn't that the love that she want to receive. So it's different way. Although I love her at the point of time, but the the love isn't what she's looking for. So it brings eventually we broke up, and it's like we are not compatible, and there's a lot of reasons behind it. So I would like to say it's like I do really agree that time not necessarily define your relationship with one another, because time is just time. You may just what you say, like you may spend quite a long time with a person, it's just not feel right. But there's someone who appear in your life all of a sudden, and you may just feel the feeling is different from the one you have been before, right? And yeah, there's a lot of cases, like there's a lot of couples or married couples that divorce in maybe after 10 years or 20 years, right? It's just people change, and it doesn't mean the longest time you have been spent together. Yeah, it's not that you can define that the relationship with one another. It's not that you spend longer time and you guys are better. I don't think so. But of course, there's some couples are still doing this theory because they have been spent for so long time, and they know each other really well, so that they able to be compatible, even maybe they are not really compatible at the first place, right? So I do really believe it, but somehow some reality shows us that time not necessarily define your relationship. You know, people may know each other for 4 months and they got married until the end of the day.
True, exactly. You know
So
what?
yeah,
Time. Time is the powerful key into the relationship, but there's pros and cons of the time. The very good thing about time is that you use it to work on your relationship, to fix it, to save it. But its cons is that if that time you didn't use it, like you just use it to let it pass by, but not using it for good. That's the cons of the time. And it's sad that some people just use time to pass by, like to lost from each other. You know, like I'm speaking from personal experience.
yeah, like
Yeah.
really, 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 like time is really important in a relationship, because whenever you found out some problems or there's anything happens, you need time to be fixed. But somehow, if you want to fix it, not necessarily that you're able to fix it, even though you make it a longer time.
That's true. Exactly.
So yeah, so like if you have found out the problem, try to fix it. But if eventually it can't really be fixed, I would suggest maybe separate will be better for both side, and it will benefit for individual in the future.
Yeah, like if it really won't work from to the both of you, then you should like give each other space, think, and then if you feel like coming back to each other, then yeah. But don't force it.
Yeah, I really think that if forcing at the point of time is not really useful, because back then when that time I couldn't really think rationally, right? So after all these times, there's no any emotions in me. It's just all about memories. Okay, so it's like there are times we try to fix, but it couldn't really be fixed eventually. So sometimes I do things even until now. Like I think actually we separate, both of us separate. Actually, is a really, I mean, we broke up. Actually, I guess it's a good choice because it can be fixed at a point of time. So if like if she or if one of us we're able to find our happiness or the future with one another, right? So why not? Because you end up in this two-person relationship, you're going to benefit four-person in the future. So why you want to stick with the problem? But let me bring back this. I still believe if you don't fix the problem in the current relationship and you choose to jump into another one immediately, I don't think it works. And the problem we're gonna be a loop.
That's true. Like, your foundation is this thing, You're gonna start on that and you're gonna end of that eventually.
You got a
Yeah.
point there.
It's just like a building, If you have a bad foundation, the building's gonna crumble, It's gonna crash. But
Yeah.
if you have a good foundation, then it's like gonna end up long or well.
I mean, at least if you have a strong foundation, at least you're gonna last for quite a period of time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But you wouldn't know whether you guys are really going to get married until the end of the day of each other eventually. So that's why, like, I do really think that time really not. I mean, time not necessarily define anything.
But it's important, so you gotta use it properly.
Yeah. Even though like so I met her for a really short time, and we go through a good two almost 2 years. So I was like, the feeling that she gave me is I never feel that before. So that make me feels like you have a good relationship with one person. It doesn't necessarily think I mean doesn't necessarily like you have to know them for a long time.
That's true. You don't have
So
to.
yeah, like you have more know for more maybe like 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, but you guys couldn't really be best friend because it's just different. But somehow you met someone all of a sudden and you guys click really well and you guys can just straight away become best friend. So
That's
I don't
true.
it's just like the attractions and the vibes. That's the things I'm thinking of.
That's true. Hey, that we are a good example of that. I mean, when it comes to friendship,
Yeah.
yeah,
I do I You are one of the person like I never really imagined that I will have a really such good
yeah,
friends that I
I
met through online.
know.
Never ever. Okay, never ever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
good
you
to
are.
hear.
Yeah, you almost always are the first one who knows my latest news, no matter no matter happy or sad, I guess.
Yeah, and you'll be like, you're gonna chat on Discord. Oh my, OMG, I have to tell you something. Or like, you're right. Yeah.
And we just hop into Discord.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just use CS to numb ourselves, but it
Yeah,
really
we're just
works.
gonna talk throughout the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
really, I
fun.
mean, I do really believe that it's really important to find someone who are really compatible, no matter in what kind of relationship, no matter like romantic relationship or friendship. I really think that it's so important to find someone who are compatible. Before that, I wasn't really like believe in this because I think you can have times to, you know, to make match each other and you just improve or what. But some people is just you are not compatible. You are not. That's all. That's the end of the story.
Like, it's
So no
just
matter
not meant to be,
yeah, no matter how much
Yeah,
effort you
don't
paid.
force it. Yeah, life sucks. Life goes
Oh,
on.
I mean, life
It's
is sucks.
okay.
Life in Malaysia
Yeah,
sucks now. We can't even go out. We can't
that's
even
true.
hang out. We can't even meet our friends.
Exactly. It really sucks right now.
We are really sad, but yeah, I still think it's like it's so treasure or so hard to find someone who are compatible. and you're able to give out yourself, because not everyone can open up themselves.
Yeah, especially these days, like everyone's just so fake right now. I mean, not everyone, but in this generation,
Yeah,
it's so hard to find a
they're
genuine person, really.
they're no longer hypocrite. There are so many hypocrite. There are so many face, and it's like fucking horse face. It's so thick.
Yeah,
So they just change. So it's really
exactly.
hard to find someone who can have a H to H talk, like heart to heart talk.
Yeah. So if you guys found one that's really compatible with you, like you should keep it, like
Yeah. I mean, you
yeah,
not necessarily become a romantic partner. Sometimes best friend is much more better than a romantic partner.
that's true.
But if your best friend and your partner is laid at the same category, I would just say congratulations, because that's the best combination that you ever
Yeah,
have.
you won in life. That's true. And what's better is that if they became really close, like that's the dream. That would be really nice.
Yeah, it is. You
Yeah.
but somehow you it takes time to find.
Yeah, it takes time. Like even if you're with a perfect person and your best friend has different personality, it's hard, but
l-
life.
Life, we can't take two things, so somehow we
Yeah,
have to. Yeah.
two birds at one stone.
Yeah, you can't do that, like in a
Yeah.
reality you can't do that, so sometimes we need to like balance it out. And yeah, that's life. Like there's like yin and yang, okay? You have to balance it out, both things.
Yeah.
And you can't do in one things, because okay, so there's a lot of couples or example of the so there's a lot of example of couples, they too in towards their love relationships. So when they get married, they don't have life.
Oh, that is something that I don't want myself to be. You know, like I'm already thinking about that, and I don't want to be this kind of person in the future. Like I don't want to be like this. That's my. I'm really scared of that.
Yeah, like especially women. So
Yeah,
somehow after married, they have to take care about children, and
that's
after a
true.
long period of time they take care of children, they doesn't really have social life. This is the society now.
That's
So
why. That's why you need to find your perfect circle, like that circle where you guys all have kids and you still hang out. That would be perfect. Like you can have like two or three, or one or three. That would be perfect from your circle that you can bring to your future.
yeah,
And I think it's possible.
or you're like you have the same friends as your partners.
I mean, no, it could be like your friends on your side, could be from your partners. Like that would work. I think it's hard. Like if you live like that in the future, I don't want to be that person. I mean, I love kids. I love my future kids, but I want my own life too. Like the social life.
You are so active. You are so active.
I'm not. I mean, those friends that I'm always with, those are my friends for like years. I don't like have new friends right now. I don't want new friends actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want new friends. Hey, that's so. That sounds like me, but of course, new friends are welcome. But I'm tired of having fake friends.
Yeah,
And
I
so I'm
mean,
scared of having a new one. That's what
I'm
I'm
not trying to
saying.
be mean. It's like
I
socialize is
know.
really tired, Socialize
Yeah,
is
it's
really
tiring.
exhausted. And especially you spend a lot of times and you were giving out your heart, but eventually your heart got stabbed. That's all. That's end of the story. So socialize is hard and socialize is skill. But I have a lot of surface friend, like what we so call high buy friend. So for those who really close with me, it's kind of less. Or maybe you can just
And
count
that's
in
better.
five finger. That's all.
Yeah. And I think actually that's better. Like having like less friends that you can count on your fingers. I think that's better.
You I guess we have to know different kind of friends, like maybe playing friends and
Yeah, of course,
like
but the real ones, like keep them.
okay, what if oh my god, you triggered me these questions. So what if you very love your partner, right? You love your partner so damn hard for fuck's sake,
Okay.
and he wants you to give up your best friend. What would you do?
Oh my god. This hits hard. This hits home. Wanting to give up my best. Okay, so my guy would want me to give up my best friend, right?
Okay, let's not go to this extreme. Okay, it's just like okay, not like casual texting, or you are not able to having dinner or lunch with him.
Like forever
Like until I mean during your dating time.
relationship. Okay. I think it depends, but I think for the meantime, we should talk to it, like thoroughly talk to it. Like if the person's really like a genuine best friend, that would be like a worth it kind of talk. But if it's just like a best friend because you feel like, it's my boy best friend, then I guess you should be on your partner's side. But again, you should talk first about it. And then if your significant one doesn't really want him or her in your life, I think you should talk to your best friend first, not like ghost him or her, Like, I'm sorry, but my significant one is uncomfortable with our relationship. I hope like I'm still your friend after this, but I have to like give our friendship a space for my relationship. But you know what? That's not really healthy. But I mean, what can you do?
It's really hard,
This
right?
really happens. Yeah,
It's really
it's
hard.
it's really
It's really
hard.
hard.
You have to compromise. And again, if he or she is really a true friend, like he would understand. But you as a person should know that this shouldn't happen again. Like you should fix it with your partner. Like not all the friends that I'm going to encounter that like you want me to remove all of them. That's not good anymore. So you should
That's
get like
that
talk
doesn't
to
make
it.
sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's for the both of you. You need like all of you should be mature about it. Okay, at the first time, okay, I'm gonna give him a space first. But for the second, third time, fourth, and more time, we should talk about this topic. Like we shouldn't be this kind of person.
No, I love your mindset though. I wish I was that I able to think like this at a point of time, because I was like I didn't know how to communicate, and you will mention that like you have to talk with your partners or your friends. So communication is playing a big role here,
Yeah,
and I wish
communication
I
is the
know.
key.
Yeah, I wish I know how to communicate at a point of time. I guess if I'm able to communicate and I'm capable to speak up myself, I don't think um things will get this worse. I mean, not necessarily particular things. It's like in overall my lifetime, I'm a person who don't really know how to communicate. I mean, in the sense, not socialize. It's like communicate in a proper way. Yeah.
Yeah, because communication is the key to any relationship, friendship, family, in a relationship. Communication is the key.
Yeah,
You don't want to
communication is
hold
the
a
key.
grudge on your heart.
Yeah, that's the things I learned after that. So I kind of feel wasted, but I still think like it's okay. It is what it is, right? It's already in the past. So
Yeah, it's
I
like
just
yeah, you should
take it,
learn from it instead.
yeah, take it as a lesson, take it as experience. I would like to really appreciate her appearance too. Like she appeared in my life, right? So we have a lot of good times, and I don't really find a point to hate her. So it's like if we know some things at a point of time, things will not get worse. But it is what it is. Yeah, you
Like
have to
take
learn
it
from
as a
something.
lesson.
Yeah, but still, like if you really love someone, I would really just wish the one that I love happy. That's all. Because you wouldn't want to see someone you really love be sad or be suffer or some things. Just like maybe your friends, your best friend, your family, you love them a lot too. So you wouldn't want them to be sad. That's the same things that
That's
applies on
true.
myself.
Yeah.
It's like maybe I sound a bit stupid or idiot, but it's like you no point to create hatred towards someone you have loved,
It's true. You know,
right?
yeah, even if your ex did something bad to you, like that person really hurt you, it's better to wish him a happy life, because you're already hurt, so you don't have to like think of something that would hurt you even more because you're not gonna be happy if that person like suffers. You're just gonna
Yeah.
suffer too. You're gonna suffer double.
And if you keep thinking of that, yeah, if you keep thinking of the same things, you will be struggling in yourself,
That's
and
true.
it really get yourself in a bad situations, I would say.
Yeah, and I know it's not easy to say this, that like, yeah, you should move on, but we really should, if we really should, because we have to give ourselves peace of mind.
Yeah, but I would like to say it's like, okay, it's okay to take time to grieve, because of course it's a really precious relationship, and it's a really intimate relationship. So it's okay to take time to grieve for those who are really listening in our this episode. And if you're going through heartbreak, no matter romantic partner heartbreak or friendship betray or some shit, so I would like to really encourage that it's okay to take time to grieve. You are allowed to feel anything at a point of time.
That's true. Like,
And
you
yeah,
wanna blame anyone, but as long as you're not harming them,
yeah,
like it's okay, feel it, but you gotta remember that as long as you didn't do something wrong, just do everything that you gotta do to help yourself.
yeah. Feel. I would like to really say like just what I mentioned in last episode. Like feel yourself, feel the rejections, feel all the feelings that you have.
Yeah, accept
Just
it and
yeah, accept it.
take it as a lesson, but always remember that nothing's wrong with you as long as you didn't hurt anyone, you didn't harm anyone. Nothing's wrong with you. It's just that people are just really stupid sometimes. But don't put the blame on yourself. Don't think that, oh, you hurt me because I'm ugly, I'm not worthy it. Don't think that. It's just that people are really stupid.
Yes, yes, yes. That you got the point here. Like people always tend to blame themselves, but of course, okay, let me put it this way. It's like everyone will make mistake. Okay, of course we can't even make sure that we didn't make mistake in the past relationship or during our life, but it's like you have to learn how to over it. Sometimes the mistakes already in the past. If you already realize the mistake that you have made, learn from it and become better person, you are good to go.
Yeah.
That's the
And
things.
to Yeah, and to those who are having a hard time right now, moving on, or having a heartbreak right now, trust me when I say this, that everything's gonna be fine eventually, and you'll just realize that, oh, what the fuck? I believe these lies. I thought it was okay. No, you're gonna realize everything's eventually someday. So trust me when I say this, that it's gonna be alright. I swear it's gonna be alright. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah, we all have been there. Even though there's a, yeah, it's really hard time to pass through because you have to feel all the rejections and your self-esteem shit. I really understand that it's really hard to go through, but you will feel fucking good after you have over it. and you will feel like, oh, actually I'm not the one who involved in this kind of situations. After you have seen someone, okay, touch wood. I mean, after you have seen someone who break up at the same time, you are not only one that in the same situation. So everyone happened in the same situations. It makes you feels like you are not that special. So I would guess it actually it will help you to move on easier because it's just a common things. I'm not saying like going through a breakup is a common things, but it's like the situation you involve in is common.
Yeah, it's common, but we're all different people. We all have different stories. So, yeah,
It always happens. You are not the only one.
we will survive it. Don't worry.
Very soon, I will really promise you very soon.
And you will meet a better person someday. That's for real.
And also, you will
Just don't be
feel,
stupid.
yeah, just don't be stupid at the point of time. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to feel anything. That's all. But don't do idiot things, stupid things.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
look at the red flags. I mean, you know what? I read something that you already know the person from the first time that you guys are talking.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really true.
It happens at the first sight. That's why there's a first love at the first sight. But somehow it doesn't really means anything. But at least you know what kind of personality he or she is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the red flags. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if you saw a red flag, just run. I mean, that's just when you guys are just still in the talking stage and it's already showing this kind of red flags. You should run. I mean, yeah, you can give people a chance, but what I'm talking is like a huge red flags, because we girls or we people are really blind when it comes to someone that we like. So yeah, be strong
Love
and
love is
take.
blind.
That's true. Love is blind.
Love is fucking blind. And yeah, you got the point here. So when people they always tend to drag until like they got a official relationship, they started to fix the problems. Instead, they found the problem and they ran from it. You know, like you if you at the talking stage, you already have the red flags. Okay, you have to think about like, are you going to continue with this red flag?
Yeah, so when I'm kind of in the talking stage with a guy, I'm going to set a limit that if I saw three, let's say three huge red flags, I'm gonna leave. That's what I always do. I manifest it. Like, yeah, I also manifest that. Okay, this guy's not gonna last. Okay, this guy's gonna last. I do that.
Does it work?
It worked.
Oh, so manifesting is work now.
Yeah, we should always manifest. I know, it's working.
I guess it's about law of attractions. I believe in this. I believe in this. Like what kind of vibe you give, you will attract what kind of people. So
Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah, it brings back to what we have mentioned just now. Like if you are going downhill and you wouldn't
Yeah,
want to fix yourself, you will meet the same person as your vibe.
that's true.
So that's why I'm saying that if you are going through a hard time, don't worry, feel it. You will come back stronger. When you go
Yeah,
up, you will meet a better person and you will live up a much more better life because you have
yeah.
you have found something new. It related so okay. It related to me so much. Okay, I have been discover a lot of things and I've been feel a whole new level of me of myself. I feel good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. At least you found yourself.
yeah, you become a better person at the point of time and you will feel like okay, you might feel like you're stupid at the point of time. Okay, like you grieve
Yeah, we're
on
all
those
stupid.
shits. Yeah, You may feel after all, but I'm just here to give you assure that you are okay to grieve
Yeah.
and everything is fine
Try
eventually.
it out.
Yeah, cry it out and find someone to talk.
Yeah, find someone to talk, do something, discover something. I know it's easy to say, it's hard to do, but it really works, I swear.
Yeah, it really works. Like I have been through, you have been through, and a lot of people have been through this. We know at a point of time, when you hear us saying this, you think it's easy, but when you do it, it's hard. But we all have the same thought too at a point of time. But eventually, we feel the same way as what
And you'll
someone had
survive
I
through
heard
it.
before.
Yeah. And
Just
always remember that. Always choose yourself, you know?
oh yeah, be selfish. I
When
really
it comes
say
to your happiness, to your sanity, choose yourself, you know?
yeah. You're gonna be selfish at yourself. Like you have to love yourself. Like what I have mentioned in the previous episode, I really love this because it's like you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you don't know who you are. So how can you offer yourself to others if you don't even know who you are?
That's true.
So yeah, get it up.
You know what? That's my motto in life too, you know, after the breakup. Like, I should love myself first. Because if I can't love myself, how can I love other properly, you know?
Yeah, just like what I saw comedy shows in Netflix. It's like if you love yourself 20%, someone give you 30%, you will feel like, oh my god, he's so good, he's giving me all his love. But you didn't know that if you love yourself in 100%, someone may offer you 200%,
That's
300%.
true.
Let me end this session with these questions. So how are you with the recent one?
What? What? I wasn't ready for that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean as long as it's just good or bad.
Okay. Well, you know him. I talked to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
already about him. Even before that, I don't like him. You know that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we're good. We're really good. Like, there's no word for it. We're really good.
Yeah, so it really links back to what you said. Like time doesn't really necessarily define because you have a 4 years relationship before and things can't really solve and fix. And you found the element that you're looking for in your relationship in the new guy.
Yeah,
I really happy to hear that. I really happy to hear that.
I know. It's
So
crazy, you know. Remember when I told you, that when he's inviting me to play, like if he's when he's calling, chatting me, I would tell you that, oh my god, this guy is annoying, you know.
oh, back to all those days. So it's like you need to observe someone in a certain period, so you would find out that whether it is compatible or is it like the one who match your personality.
Yeah, and you know what? This is such a great lesson to everyone, you know, especially those who are in heartbreaks. Like, when you feel like you can't find someone anymore, that's not true because from what happened to me, I wasn't looking for any anyone, you know. I wasn't looking for anything. I don't even want new friends, you know. But then this guy came, and now where we are, we're really good. We're great. We're happy.
Yeah,
And
that's the fate. Like God decide for you, I would say, and you just live your life, and you will meet the one that you manifest. I don't know. But yeah, you don't have to rush about anything. Just set set the path and follow the path, and you will find out a better goals or better things that you wanted to do at some point of your life.
yeah, it will come. One day it will come.
It will. It really will. It's like you have to work on it. Okay, I would say like still have to work hard on it, but sometimes be smart.
Yeah.
That's the things. So I guess
Okay, before we end this,
yeah,
too, I have a question for you.
yeah. Feel free to ask me.
Have you finally like seeing someone special right now?
Um.
Hope you do, cause you deserve it.
Okay. Let me put it this way. So
Even liking someone.
I okay. No. All right. Okay. Let me explain this. Okay. Let me put it this way. So I came out from my worst time, I would say, or my breakup period around June. Um. s- Beginning of
Yeah,
June
around
or
that.
mid of June, if I'm not mistaken.
Your worst time?
Yeah, my breakup time.
Was it around that time?
My breakup was like beginning of March,
Yeah, exactly. We've
and
been
I
talking
grieved around
about
for
that.
like 3 months. Yeah, we have been talking a lot about that, but I grieved for like 3 months, and I get up from it. I guess it's um mid of June. Yeah, mid of June.
Oh yeah, I remember. Like you chatted me like, "Ha ha ha! I'm finally something like."
Yeah, I'm enrolling in my new bachelor
Yeah, that's
at the
right.
point of
At
time.
least
So
something's creepy.
I changed a lot. I changed a lot. I mean, in a sense, not just a personality. I might be a better person now. I don't know, but I have changed a lot of my lifestyle or the things I view, the perspective. And yeah, so let me bring back to the point of time, which is mid of June, and my bachelor start around end of June.
Uh huh.
Okay, so I was really excited, and of course, I already moved on. Right? Okay, I'm ready to meet some girls, but I wasn't um purposely or actively look for it. So I enjoy my single life, but I don't deny if I don't push away if there's any possibilities, even until now. Okay.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just saying, okay. But yeah, just let me live my life now.
Yeah, that's
And I was like,
as we should.
I yeah, have been some things in my class, and actually I did find someone, and I think I would say it's like it's not liking someone. It's just that I feel happy to open up myself towards someone new.
Oh yeah, because it's different when you have one.
Yeah, it's like it's different. It's not
Yeah, everything's
necessarily I
limited.
like her or I have some things towards her. It's like I'm happy for myself that I'm comfortable to open up myself to might have a chance to put someone on my in my heart towards liking or love. So I do find, or fuck, it make me sounds like playboy, but I do find of them quite interesting, or I'm quite, how can I put this? Um, okay, I do find someone who really got me interest. Not someone, actually, is few people because it's like a new environment, new friends, and everything. So there's no any love emotional involved, but it just feels like happy to open up towards someone new because uh, um we have a lot of problem to deal with last time, and you need sometimes to gain back our confidence and all.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true.
it's really happy to find someone. I mean, at least at this point of time, I found some people who really supporting me and support the things that I really wanted to do. And yeah, shout out to my friends here. You know who you are. So yeah, I'm glad that I met this bunch of people, which I'm
Yeah,
I'm really comfortable with my life now. So
and you get to know yourself better.
I am.
It's really wonderful.
Like, even though, okay, I'm human too, I have some roller coaster shit. Shit happens like life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really comfortable with my life now, and I'm kind of happy because I found the things that I really wanted to do and my goals, and I feel like my life is more productive.
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. So
That's great.
yeah, I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing to meet someone new. But it's
That's
like,
good to
yeah,
hear.
I enjoy my life now. But if there's a chance, I wouldn't push away. So I don't know. Let's see in the future. Who knows? I just live my current life. I mean, I just live it now and let the future decides everything.
Really happy for you. I mean, I really remember how you like cried, how you're sad.
Yeah.
All yeah, your stages of moving on. I saw it and I felt really bad, but now look at you, and that's
Yeah,
really great and happy.
you have been through so much with me. You have
Yeah,
been
you
so
know.
much. That's why I'm kind of
Yeah, you
grateful.
know what? There are times that you don't listen to me, and I would always say the same things, you know. But you know what? I just thought like, you know what? I'm gonna real talk this guy. I don't care if my words would hurt him, but I have to tell the truth, you know.
Oh, it was really hurtful at the point of time, but it looks back actually it's truth. So it's just that I'm in the denial stage at the point of time.
Yeah, in
Yeah, I
denial.
couldn't really accept it. So after all, after yeah, fuck, I'm fucking stupid. Okay, I wouldn't say it's stupid. It's like because we have a really good time, and there's a lot of relationship or emotions
I
involved.
really loved her.
Yeah, so I would grieve on it, and I still that things. I appreciate the breakup, and I learned from the breakup. That's all.
That's
So I
great.
wish her good too. I wish her goes well, and her family, her friends, everyone's good. To be honest, um, there's some things I know, but I choose to be silent.
Yeah, better than
It's just I don't want to be so bad at the endings.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and you gotta give yourself a peace of mind, you know.
it's it's all about like I don't want to have a really bad ending or some shit. Even though with my friends, if I don't really like them, I wouldn't give it to the worst. It's just like okay, we peace. Who knows? We're gonna meet each other in the
Yeah.
future.
Just really forgive
Yeah,
and forget.
just embrace the breakup. That's all. Just fit.
Life doesn't
Yeah,
revolve
and
around that.
if your emotions you got sad, the fucking earth is still spinning. It wouldn't stop for you. So instead, you want to remain yourself, and the world keep changing, or you want to spin with the earth, and you're changing yourself to become a better person. That's all. That's what a mindset for me. I guess we have come to the end of the session today. So do we have any last things to tell our audience or listeners in this podcast?
Probably there's a lot of topics that went up. So the summary would be summary. Okay. I think just
Summary.
that communication is the key, really.
Yeah, communication is really the key for any kind of relationship that I would say.
Like if you
So
guys are losing your
yeah.
feelings to your other significant, you should talk to them about it, you know. Because you're a partner for a reason. You guys aren't just partner for this kind of stuff, you know. Your partner, it's like a business. You have to work on it. You have to fix it together. You have to save it together. And communication is a big key for that.
Yeah, like just what you said. You have to communicate to solve problems. That's all. Instant breakup doesn't or instant breakup doesn't fix any problems. But if you have tried to solve the problems, but it can't solve eventually,
At least you
at
guys
least yeah, at least
try.
you guys try, and maybe separate both party is the best choice. Yeah. So
That's
yeah, we
true.
have come to the end of the sessions today, and I actually have the same things to say about like last episode. Like stay safe, and yeah, take care for
Stay
all the
safe.
SOP.
Wear your face mask.
And we have come to the end of the sessions, and we really appreciate for we really appreciate towards Oli, like she as my guest of this episode, and she has shared a lot.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, for my last word, that will be stay safe and just care all the yeah, stay safe and stay healthy. We will see you in a bit.
Keep watching, and I wanna say that what you call this to subscribe, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and ring the bell button. Yeah, yay! I don't know how to.
Yay. Okay. It's just feel free, if you find our content really so far interesting and you really like this episode or the previous episode, feel free to like, share, and subscribe and ring the bell beside the subscribe button. Yeah. And comment down below if you have any topics that you really want us to talk about. So we will see you in a bit and thank you.